Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 11. In Module 11, you are getting more feedback on the rough draft of your research paper. So you have written a rough draft, you've submitted it to me. Now you're going to submit it to your peers and to the online writing lab. There is an internal deadline. That means there's a deadline in the middle of the week that you have to meet in order to complete these two assignments. If you don't meet that deadline, you can't complete them. So just keep that in mind. You have already written the rough draft, so you don't have to do anything new. You just have to submit it to two new places. So what you're going to do is you've got these two assignments here. You might want to go through, here's more information about the revision process, kind of what's expected of you. And then you have these two assignments that you need to complete, and they're the same rough draft that you did here. So same file. You can add to it and make changes if you want to, but it's not required. And then you're going to take it and you're going to submit it to the BrainFuse Online Writing Lab, and you're going to submit it here. So you do that right away. As soon as this module opens, then you'll be ready to get that feedback. You don't have to do, you don't have to type anything new. So to do the Writing Center, you'll come here, you'll click on that BrainFuse Online Tutoring link. It will bring you to this page. Go to Submit Paper. You want to select Research Paper, since that's what you're doing. And then tell them that you're writing it in MLA style. Well, okay, they put it down here now. MLA 9th edition is technically what we're using. 8th or 9th is fine. They're pretty much the same thing. And then you want to select areas that you need help with. Otherwise, I mean, they'll do a general review anyway, but if there's anything specific that you are concerned about, go ahead and click on that. And then you'll give instructions. The instructions can be found here in your modules. You just want to scroll up the research essay criteria. That's what you want to click or copy and paste in there. If I can get it to work, I will try and set up a task in BrainFuse, and it will send you an email, and then all you have to do is follow the link in the email and it will already be set up for you, and then you can just attach your paper. Sometimes the tasks work and sometimes they don't, but I'll try doing that as well. So it should be a little bit easier for you, and then that email will serve as your reminder. So here's where you just attach your file, any comments that you would like to leave them, and then submit down here at the bottom. To get your response, you'll go to the Message Center, which when you click on BrainFuse, it does not send you an email. When you click on BrainFuse, though, it should give you a notification there that they've responded to you. But your Message Center is under your name up here, and you'll see that there will be a new message there for you to look at. So that's what you're going to be doing for the online writing lab, and just submitting. Once they've responded to you, you'll get a file back, which is your file name and then a whole bunch of numbers and letters. You're going to download that file, hit Start Assignment, and upload that file here. So it's just submitting the file with their comments is all you have to do for this assignment. Then once you've gotten that back, obviously at some point within the next week or so, you'll start actually making changes based on their suggestions. But for right now, all you need to do is actually submit it to the online writing lab. That's the first step. The other thing that you need to do is submit to the peer edit. So you're going to click on peer edit, and you can see that the deadline is Wednesday, April 8th. That is when Canvas automatically trades papers. So I use the Canvas automatic trade system because that way it's a little less confusing for me, but it's also, it makes it easier to trade than just the students who have submitted something. So that way I'm not getting students who aren't planning on participating or didn't submit a draft or whatever. They're not getting mixed up in the trade. So I want to make sure that you are just getting those files that are already in there. Once you have traded, once it's traded, then you can do the peer edit. So over here you can see that I have no peer reviews assigned, and that's because obviously it hasn't happened yet, but I have submitted a file. So that means that when the peer edit date happens, then I will get two names right here. Once you see their names, you can click on their name, and when you click on it, it will look like this. this page will pull up and there will be their file and then view feedback. Do not click on their file and leave feedback, because that's not going to help. Nobody's going to see it. I sometimes have students who do that and then they submit it basically in the comment, which then just leaves a comment for me and not the student. So then the student never sees it and it's just confusing. So what you want to do instead is go to view feedback and it will pull up, this is called the DocuViewer. And the DocuViewer is how I leave you feedback as an instructor. So when you look at it full screen, you can see that you can see their entire essay. You can zoom in and out. And the main reason we're doing this is so that you can leave some feedback. Now, it's important that you leave feedback with these little comment bubbles, or like highlighting is fine too, and leave some feedback that way. But keep in mind that if you're just going to do some of these, like the drawing, doesn't necessarily, you can leave a feedback that way as well. But you need to type something over here so that we can see who left it. The text is the one where if you just leave text, it's just going to put text on there and I won't be able to see who left that comment. What's going to happen is, since every person is assigned 2 peer edits, that means that every essay will have 2 peer editors, which means you'll see other people's comments on there. And so if you're the second person to get into their essay, then you're going to have to find some new stuff to comment on. So you hit escape to get out of that page. And then up here on the side, you can see it says show rubric. So once you're done reading through their essay, then you get to fill out the peer edit rubric. And it's pretty simple. It will look slightly different when you're actually doing the peer edit, but you're going to click on either needs improvement or no issues for each criteria. And then I kind of explain what it looks like if there are no issues. And it will have a little comment button here. You can leave feedback. And then at the bottom, there will be a submit button. So the comments you leave on the draft itself, those save automatically as soon as you click out of them. And they'll actually get a notification if they have their notifications turned on. They'll get one for every single comment that you leave. The rubric, though, you have to save at the bottom. Once you've saved it, unless they've changed this in Canvas, once you've saved it, you cannot edit it. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, but that's the way it is. So if you save it by accident, because like you had to go back in and look at the paper again, and you still need to leave feedback, you can always leave a comment right here, and then you can just leave the rest of the feedback there, and that will go to them. So that's what you're doing for the peer edit. You'll have 2 peers to look at. So when you go into that assignment, you're going to see 2 peer names. You have to click on each one and do both the comments and the rubric for each one. So that's the assignment. I've got the guide here that shows you kind of step by step with screenshots how to do it if you're confused. And then this is kind of what to anticipate for that peer edit rubric. And that's basically what you'll be doing. So you have to wait till after Wednesday to do it. But you will be able to do those 2 peer edits. And then once your peers have done their peer edits, you'll see their feedback and then be able to go in. Submission details is how you see your own essay. And that you'll see their comments then popping up, and then you'll be able to make changes based on those suggestions. So if you have questions, these assignments are kind of complicated. So if you have questions as you're trying to do them, let me know. I can always send you some screenshots if I need to, or we can do a Zoom session if needed. Otherwise, have a great week.